With me today is Thijis Van Der Does from Acumatica Payments. And today we're going to be taking a look at Acumatica Payments and how it might be helpful to your company. So I'm going to turn this over to my friend Thijis, and he will be giving us a little bit of demo today. Thijis, welcome.
Thank you, Carl, and a pleasure to be here today. Let me go ahead and share my screen. So I will be showing you the functionality for Acumatica Payments that has been designed by Acumatica for Acumatica. It's an AR solution, so we are not doing anything with the AP side of things. It's purely for the sales order and for the AR invoice side of things. The version that I'm running on my demo instant is 25R2. I also have surcharge capabilities enabled. For this version 25R2, there's still a surcharge package required that needs to be published before we install. The application process is relatively quick. For signing up an application with Acumatica Payments, roughly takes 10 business days before my team can come in and do the installation. So my team helps with installing, demoing, installing, training, and support if it's related to the Acumatica payment side of things. So as I said, I'm running 25R2 with surcharge enabled. The install for one company, one branch takes roughly 10 minutes. Since we're native inside Acumatica, it's basically turning on Acumatica Payments within the licensing. From there, we build a processing center where we configure. And then I'll start off on a sales order to show you the process for taking payment before you ship, for example. There are two options roughly. You can key in a payment while you have a customer on the phone, or you can send your customer the invoice or sales order with a QR code and hyperlink. So the customer can then scan or click to pay at a time that works for them. That's available 24/7. Those payments sync back straight into Acumatica. On an invoice level, it would have actually close out that invoice. And on a sales order, the payment would just show up under the sales order. So right here, I have a payment button where I can create a prepayment or a payment, depending on what the process is required. And then we build our own processing payment methods in the processing center. So we typically, a client would sign up for both credit card and ACH. We also provide, or you are able to purchase integrated physical terminals. So if you have any point of sale. So AcuPay CC would be for a credit card, AcuPay ACH for ACH. If you want to use a new card, you certainly can, and you can then also store that card if you prefer. From there, you can do a pre-auth, or you can capture the payment, or prepayment, depending on what you selected. So this will bring up a pay form. And the pay form allows you to key in the name and the credit card info, in this case, for your customer, while you have them on the phone. So here you see that surcharge being kicked in. That's zip code driven, billing zip code driven, and it's only applied to credit cards. So when you choose to sign up with Acumatica Payments, you need to let us know what you would like to do, either a non-surcharge gateway or a surcharge gateway. Sometimes you can also do both, and then depending on the payment method, you utilize which processing center you're going to use. So here we see that payment came in. Captured, so you don't have to log in anywhere else. We can set notifications up from either the gateway, but typically your implementer would set it up for, Carl in this case would set it up for like a business event in Acumatica. The same day you can void, so we offer next day funding for credit card payments. The cutoff time is 9 p.m. Eastern, so up to that time you can do a void. After that, you can also do a refund. The second option that we have here is payment link. We call that quick invoice. And let me print that sales order real quick to show you what your customer will experience. So on the sales order, there will be a QR code and a hyperlink that that your customer can click to pay or scan to pay. So right here, this is available 24/7. I'll place your company logo here. The domain will be customized to close to your website, so your customer thinks they're on some type of website from your company. And then all these tiles here, they actually represent invoices or sales orders. So your customer can then select anything that's due, partially paid, past due, and then hit pay and choose to pay you by credit card or by ACH. So really our ACH is not to replace wiring. Customers already paying you from their bank to your bank. This ACH that we offer is really for you to key it in while you have the customer on the phone, or if your customer doesn't want to pay for the surcharging, so when they enter their card info here and they don't like being surcharged, at least they would have an ACH option as well, where there is no surcharge. So the surcharge is only available on in the USA and on credit cards. And then we know the zip code is driven by the billing zip code, so the gateway knows automatically which states to exempt from surcharging. Partial pay is another feature that you can enable. So on or off situation. So your customer can change the pay amount and then it will update the surcharge amount. At the bottom here, there's a notification. And then this is the max rate. You cannot go higher. You can go lower than that. So go ahead and pay. One is partially paid. So those are the two options on a sales order. And then depending on your process, of course, you would follow that. We also offer the opportunity to install a Sandbox, so you can do testing. We'll provide the test data so that any customer can mimic their flow and kind of test it out. On the invoice level, we have the same two options available. You can utilize the payment link, which works the same way as what we just showed on the sales order. Customer can check multiple and pay either by credit card, ACH, or while the customer's on the phone, just manually key in that payment by hitting pay. Change the payment method, either push it to the terminal, key in an ACH or credit card. In this case, I already stored that credit card, so everything is stored in the PCI compliant manner on the gateway side, so nothing is stored in Acumatica. The token is just available in Acumatica, where you can see the brand name and the last 4 digits. This is my test account, so I have a ton of cards stored for this account. And typically we'd like to set up a clearing account for the cash account, so that's a good thing to keep in mind. So in this case, I just want to capture that payment. I have a card on file, so in a few seconds you collected that payment. So it's really straightforward, easy to use. And then under the card processing tab, this is where that payment will show that it's authorized and captured. It will close out the invoice. If there was a payment link on the invoice, it will automatically close out that payment link as well. So the customer cannot pay twice. Another feature that we offer in receivables is the customer now calls up. So instead of them clicking to pay for multiple invoices, you can also do the same for them. While you have them on the phone, bring up that account and select the invoice they prefer to pay by checking the boxes and then just confirm the payment amount. Again, I already have a card on file, or I can change it to push it to a terminal or pay by ACH. In this case, I'll just use this card on file and I hit capture. So in a matter of seconds, you're taking payments for multiple invoices. Okay, so here it closed out the invoice. Another thing you can do, you can store credit card or ACH payment information on the customer level without taking payment. So that's a nice feature as well. People that have been using Acumatica, they're probably already used to that. from here, I can just add a payment method, select what I want to store, the ACH or a credit card. And then now all we get is a storage form. So all you do is storing that payment method. Refunds, it's a possibility as well. So keep in mind what I said. We offer next day funding for credit cards. So the next business day you would be able to do a refund. You would select the type to refund and then bring in that account. Select the payment method again. That's always critical. If it's a POS, point of sale, you would still select credit card, because all you do is refunding that card. Then bring in the original transaction. And the point here is that you cannot do a blind refund. So you would not be able to key in a new card. You can only refund the original payment method. And then here you can, enter the payment amount that you need to refund, partial pay, or how much you have to do. Save and hit refund. A little bit on the accounting side here. So within the configuration, there's an import settlement batch. So if you have multiple companies, multiple branches, we can have as many processing centers as you'd like. Just think about the naming structure before we come on the install. We do provide pre-install calls to align and to make sure that all the ducks are in a row. But in this case, I'll select my AcuPay here. I can manually hit import batches, but you can also set up a schedule. So then it runs automatically. And again, the cutoff time for our gateway is 9 p.m. Eastern. So then we'll set this type of schedule like 30 minutes later. So here you see that I got one batch coming in and it created that bank deposit automatically. So you can, in the reference, you can see all the transactions that were part of the batch, including the surcharge fee. And then it created that bank deposit automatically. So all you need to do is remove that hold and release instead of creating the whole bank deposit, which can save a lot of time, especially if you do a lot of transactions per day, credit card. And this only applies to credit card transactions. Okay, that is a quick run-through about the functionality that we offer today for Acumatica Payments for 25 R2. I did mention that if you sign up for a surcharge gateway, we do need to set up a customization package. So basically, we import and publish. Typically, Carl's team will take care of that prior install. For 26R1, this is supposed to be integrated. So there's no package anymore needed. At this point, this is the only package that we require if you have a surcharge gateway. Other than that, it's all fully integrated. And as I said, an installation takes 10 minutes to set up.